Well, hello everyone. It's evening here, and today I want to talk about pedals. And I just happened to go to a store today that's closing, and they had a number of pedals that were on the sale table. They were selling everything at the list price, so it was, the prices were slashed significantly. So out of curiosity, I decided to buy this one pedal that's called the Electro Harmonics. It's Oceans 12. And I just was curious and wanted to try it, and the price was right to give it a try for an acoustic guitar. Because that's a big question of mine, just is it really work well to use electric pedals that are meant for electric guitars on an acoustic guitar? Now, I have to say, at the two different places that I play at, I have setups, pedal boards set up in each facility. And one of them, I do have the Strymon Flint for reverb and tremolo that's on one of the pedal boards. So that's an electric guitar pedal. It was meant for that, but it works really well for acoustic. So that's something I do have set up there. But for the most part, I don't do that. I usually, like for instance, you'll see one other pedal here when I change up here. But for reverb, usually I use LR bags. In fact, I have this in all three places. I have three of these, and I like the reverb. It's real simple. I like clean sound, and so this is a really nice reverb. Well, the Oceans 12 that I'm getting is all about reverb, except it has 12 different types of reverb. So it's totally different than this. This is pretty straightforward. I mean, you can make adjustments to how it decays and the tone, and just how much reverb you add to your mix. Don't judge me. I have a dog that's shedding right now. I mean, it's really bad. She's a half Bernese Mountain Dog and half poodle, and she was supposed to not shed because of the poodle part, but she sheds. She got the Bernese Mountain Dog part. We love her anyways, but oh my goodness, she makes a mess this time of the year, especially because her winter coat's going. So, and there's some other pedals that are these are meant for acoustic, for electric guitar. For instance, this Bose Octave. This is really neat. This is more fun than, I don't use it that much, but it's just more fun. It's a fun pedal. And of course, this Fishman AFX, this is, meant for just carving out your sound. So it's a neat little amp. I think these have been out for a couple of years now. But it's a mini EQ, and I don't know if you remember this one, but I had a problem with the one that I had, and I just got this back last Friday, and so I haven't put it back on the pedal board, but I sent the one that was buzzing in to Fishman, and they sent me a brand new one back, so there was something wrong with it. They just replaced it, and just like Fishman, they're outstanding. Anyway, so there's different types of pedals, and I do think that you can use electric pedals on acoustic guitars. I'm just not sure which ones. And of course, I'm not an expert, so what I'm about to show you is all experimental to me as well, so you have to bear with me. But I thought I'd show you this pedal that I got today called Ocean 12, and just let you listen to it and let you hear for yourself, what you can do with your sound. If you have an acoustic amp and a pedal like this, the different sounds your acoustic guitar can make if it has a pickup in it. Okay, so here we have it. This pedal right here. It's called the Oceans 2. Right now, I have it cabled out to my acoustic guitar, my C13 Martin, and then this pedal is going into a preamp, an EQ pedal that's made by Orange, and basically it's very simple. It's just a a way to to control the volume, the treble, the bass, and the mids. And it's going out to an S1 Bose. Now, when you look at this pedal here, you'll first of all realize that in this corner, this section here, that it has 12 reverb types. Now, this particular pedal actually has a reverb A and a B, so it can work simultaneous, it can work independent, but it also has stereo reverb engines in it. So it's quite complex, and it has 12 different reverbs, and that's pretty much what I'm going to show you, because I don't have a stereo setup. I have it running into a mono and coming out through the mono, and going into this and then out to the Bose. Let me just pick this up. So this is what the sounds like without the pedal. I don't have it engaged right now. Let me just turn it up a little bit. The S1 Bose, I have the reverb completely turned off on it. Basically, I just have it set neutral for the bass and the treble. So let's engage this pedal, and the first thing you're going to hear is the reverb type called Room. There it is right here. As you can see up here, I have two different controls that as you look at this little graphic here, you run across, it says the PD feedback and depth. So that's what these two presets or these knobs will do in terms of carving out your sound. And when you move down to the next one, you just follow over and it'll tell you exactly what those two knobs will do. So that's pretty simple. This is the knob that you use to change the different types of reverb. And if you, I'm not going to do this, but if you make a setting, you can actually hold this knob down and it'll memorize it, so that when you come back, you don't have to if you've made adjustments for other types, when you come back to that one, it'll automatically go to your preset. So that's kind of nice. So listen to that. I think it sounds great. I can turn that level down a little bit in terms of how much reverb, or I can turn it up. I can put a little delay on it, change the timing and the tone. So you got all these changes. It's very complex. And I think that's really nice that they have it so that once you find what you like, you can just press that knob down, which I haven't had time to do yet, and it'll memorize that setting for you. There's a way to set it back to factory settings as well. It's quite simple. So that's what the kind of like the basic is called Room. That is a really nice reverb. Okay, so I'm going to move up to the next line. It's called Spring. You can hear it in the background. Hear it? And so I'm going to change the length of that. I'm going to kind of shorten it. And also I'm going to drive it a little more. You can hear it. If I lengthen it. So that's called Spring. The next one's called Plate. You'll notice up here there's different modes. So there's a lot of changes. has some real strange stuff called, like this one's called reverse. You hear it, it kind of comes in like a wave. And then the next one's called echo. So you can hear that's kind of a fun one called echo. The next one is tremolo. I like this one. And there's all kinds of adjustments to each one of these. And I'm not going to go through each one, though. I just wanted to show you that there's so much possibility. Beautiful. Anyway, so I guess the answer is, can you use a pedal like Ocean's 12, which is meant for an electric guitar and acoustic? Absolutely. I probably would not have purchased it today had it been on such a good sale. I got such a good deal that it was worth trying out. And I'm glad I did, because I can see a lot of possibilities with this particular pedal. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. So there you have it. The Ocean's 12. I just touched on what this thing can do because it also works with the expression pedal that Electro Harmonic has, that will provide changes in volume and also in how the effect is applied. I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't have an effects pedal, but it does hook onto this and work with it. There is an Ocean's 11. If I was going to purchase outside of a sale, I probably would have bought the 11 because it's less complex. And it only has 11 types, which probably would be more than what I wanted. And it's much smaller than this. It doesn't have all the additions like the expression pedal stuff and all that. I don't think. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, so don't quote me. But anyways, but I do know it's half the size and a lot less complex than this one. So there you have it, the Ocean's 12. And it's a really nice pedal. And it works really well, and it has all kinds of possibilities. So I hope you enjoyed this, and talk to you again tomorrow with something else. It's late tonight. I'm getting ready to go to bed. So you all sleep well or have a great day wherever you are in this world.